Hi, welcome back to another episode of The Long Blink. My name is She, and as always, I will be your guide on this journey inwards. Thank you for joining me. Our theme today is stilling a worried mind. Stilling a worried mind. Like a lively stream that's current continues to grow strong, we'll explore how we put that flow to rest, how we still that current. We'll talk more about that during our time together today. But for now, let's get cozy. Finding a comfortable seated position. Or perhaps you are lying down on your bed, leaning on something. Wherever you are, ensure you have some privacy, an opportunity to surrender to the stillness. Grabbing blankets, pillows, hoodies, whatever you need to say yes to this slow unwind. Noticing that gentle wave of breath as lips might be closed. That soft breeze through the nose. Before sending your attention, or rather just noticing your circle of attention now. Starting expansive, maybe you notice gentle mutters, maybe external, distant lights. Drawing your attention a little bit closer now. Perhaps you hear a gentle humming of electronics. Maybe a flicker of light in your room. That circle tightens. Perhaps now you send your attention to your breath. How does the neck feel? How does the chest feel? As you inhale and exhale, what can you let go of in order to expand your attention of self right now? Setting our sankalpa for our practice today. This can be anything that means something to you, as always. But today I offer I am not my worry. I am not my thoughts. Whatever means something to you, taking the moment to really sow that seed. Perhaps you repeat it to yourself once or twice. Just allowing the body to really drop in, receiving that subtle message. Let's start by taking a gentle scan of the body. Send your attention to your toes. Move that energy through to the ankles, shins, knees, quads, hips, maybe exhale here. Allow the hips to soften just a little bit more. Your attention draws up still, moving past the lower spine, stomach, lower ribs, chest, upper spine, shoulders, again as you come to the tops of the shoulders, very important energetic center where we often hold on to the energy, which can sometimes cause tightness. Exhale here. Exhale here. Move your awareness down to the fingers, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, past shoulders, neck, jaw, cheeks, nose, center of the brows, temples, crown of the head. As we get to the crown of our heads, considering this idea of worry here, this idea of maybe even concern. Sometimes it can manifest in this area of the body. It can feel quite cranial. Maybe we even experience headaches. Considering this idea of turning down a dial, what can you do to slowly unwind the very center of the brows? The very backs of the eyes. The tip of the skull. Let the body really soften here with that thought. Hopefully you're feeling this sensation of the breath taking you, rather than you taking the breath. This expansive sensation of really giving yourself permission. Reveling in this sensation of making space between your day, your week so far, and your time right now with me. Counting the breath. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Allow yourself to find your own natural breathing cadence now. How does the chest feel? How does the back of the body feel? What feels warm? Where do you notice a slight chill? What feels smooth? What feels rough? And we consider this idea of worry. Outside of it, manifesting in the body, often at times in the head. This feeling can also cultivate an image in our minds. What does worry feel like to you? What do you see it as when it manifests itself? Is it dense, rigid? What parts of the body now feel spacious and have flow? Once you've acknowledged these opposing feelings in the body and where they reside, take your attention to a bottle of murky water in a sink. You can't really see through the water. You notice things maybe swirling around. It's dark. It's murky. Now turning on a tap, seeing this transparent, clear water dropping into the glass of murky water. Through this process, you'll observe that the darker water doesn't change immediately, but the longer the water flows, the clear water flows into the cup. Those darker greys and browns will slowly become transparent as the dirty water is exchanged thanks to this overflow with clear water. So come back to that area in the body that feels rigid and dense, and allow this flow that happens naturally in the body to really take a focus on these opposing sensations and feelings. Allow all of that clear, spacious energy to flow into those pockets of tightness and density. And it might not happen immediately, but eventually this washing will slowly soften the worries. It's not easy to come back to ourselves and tell ourselves not to worry, not to overthink, not to be concerned, not to feel anxious. Sometimes when we have lots on our plates, the only place that these thoughts can feel safest is actually in our minds. There's nowhere else to put them. But the only thing that is permanent about our life, our being, our experience is its impermanence. And the beauty of that is whatever we're experiencing now, will pass. We will get through it, and we will be okay. I can't remember where I heard it, to be honest, but it has stuck with me since I did. And it's this saying: when you worry about the problem, you worship it. When you worry about the problem, you worship it. How do you want to spend your time? Trust in the fact that you are safe. You are loved and you are loved. And you can allow yourself to unravel. And you can trust in what you'll find when you do unravel. When you do let it go. Coming back to your sankalpa. Giving yourself a moment to sit with that resolve. Gently wriggling the toes, softly wriggling the fingers. Maybe you'll take the arms up and overhead and give yourself some long blinks here. Taking your time to slowly come back into the space. This is where I'll leave you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.